So, hey guys. So, it's Thursday and I am on my crappy webcam. Okay, so I'm on my crappy webcam today because today is just a very busy day and I am in the library and I am in the study room so that way I'm not bothering anybody else. So traditional games in the United States in general are, basically there are a lot of games. There are card games like euchre and war and poker. I mean, those kinds of things you can play with just a regular deck of cards with 5 suits. Or is it 4 suits? I don't even know. I don't play those kinds of games. When it comes to card games, I play this game called Uno. You have a deck of cards, and you have a hand of 7. You take the first card from the deck of cards, and you lay it out for everybody to see, and then everybody has to match something to the card, like it has to be the same color or it has to be the same number, etc., and so forth. And whenever somebody gets down to just one card left, they have to shout Uno, otherwise somebody else points out that they didn't shout Uno and they have to draw 4 cards. And that kind of stinks, because the point of the game is to run out of cards first. We also have a bunch of board games, like Risk and Clue and Monopoly and things like that. Those games, I think, have been pretty well charted around the world. And finally, bringing us to our last, but certainly not least, games, we have just the general childhood games that you would play out in the schoolyard. We would play games like, kickball with which is pretty much baseball, except without a bat and with a big rubber ball, and you had to kick it instead of, bat it out of the way. There's also your basic game of tag. Everybody knows tag. Tag the person who's it, and then you run away from them as fast as possible. And the goal of the game is not to be the one who is tagged. There's Capture the Flag, where there are 2 teams on a big field. Each team has a flag behind them on each side of the field. And so it's the goal of the other teams, the opposite teams, to pick up the flags that are on the opposing side of the field. And whoever gets it over to their proper side wins. I think I've pretty much got all of the basic traditional games, except for one, perhaps, but this is a really old school kind of game. People used to, just still have barrels and everything, and when those barrels would expend their usage, they would just take out the rings that would hold the barrel together and toss them out. Well, what some kids would do is they would take out these rings and they would roll them on the ground and they would hit them with a stick in just the right way so that way they kept rolling. And whoever kept the ring rolling the longest would win. Now this was a game that was popular a really long time ago when they used barrels still. We don't really use barrels anymore. I think that's pretty much everything that I can think of off the top of my head that is an American traditional game like you would play whenever. But yeah, if you want to do further research on those games, please, by all means, look them up. They're all oodles and oodles of fun. So I guess I will see y'all later. Bye!